Welcome to the Spirit Guide Daily. When we are in a collective, we all share energy, and these draws are to give us the energy surrounding our collective. Tower at the end of the rainbow, which I love, is bringing us 3 predictive cards. We're going to get a fortune reading card, and we're going to get a love oracle card as well, because sometimes it's just fun to get some love oracle cards in the mix. Here we go. What's the energy for today for the collective? What's the energy for the day for collective? Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe. Helps my channel. If you like the reading, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below. That is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is swiftness and certainty. It is messages, communication. It can be air travel as well. That comes out with the, who the heck are you? This is the Emperor in reverse. Alrighty. The Emperor in reverse, least favorite. If you watch my channel for any type of time, you know that that's my least favorite card because it can indicate a sociopath. It can also indicate an emotional abuser. It is the card for the astrological sign Aries, but it doesn't mean that for me in reverse. But it's like a feeling of, it's like getting a message about somebody who's been a destructive force in your life. And it could be in a global situation, for real. It does not, remember, general energies, like they can encompass almost anything. With the 5 of Cups in the upright, which is loss, grieving, mourning, longing. It really is like somebody from, watch your temper, be careful with frustration. Whenever you're frustrated, it is a sign to sit down, gather yourself, center, balance, stop what you're doing, because you're not going to do it well when you're in that energy. And the other part of this, though, is that there's a rainbow in this highlighting something. And the 5 of Cups is always interesting to me because this particular card set has a raven on the person's shoulder. And this feathered cloak as well. It's like you're receiving messages about somebody from the past who caused a lot of damage in your life. And I don't know what's going on with them, but it's almost like you're going to grieve for them. I don't know if that means that they're departing or if something happens to them. Listen, it is not a sign of weakness to have compassion for somebody who used to be in your life. It doesn't mean that you owe them anything or that you should try and like add balm to their wound or whatever it is. But like it's almost like you have an emotional reaction to bad news about somebody that did you dirty, and it surprises you. It's almost like you get bad news around somebody from your past, and like there's a part of you that thought you would, do handsprings and turn cartwheels if you ever heard that something had gone wrong for fate. I do not read these. I'm a keyword reader, which means that this is the part that I read. This is a destined partnership. I really have a feeling it's a partnership from the past versus one that's coming up. Let's see what the fortune card is. But it really is like you have a sense of loss for a person who did not treat you properly. And it kind of weirds you out. Like, remember, that is a mark of your humanity. Please view it as a victory. It means that they did not really damage a core part of you. And if you're hearing this and like a part of you just reacts with near fury, that it's like, no, that person could be set on fire in the town square and I would roast marshmallows. That is just the angry part of you. But like when something bad happens to almost anybody, you have a compassionate response. And don't think of it as feeling bad for that person and undoing all the work that you did. Instead, try to view it as you're extending to them the same amount of compassion that you would towards almost anybody that you cared about. Intuition. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. Very interesting to me. Fate and intuition. I swear it's like this person feels that you have gotten over them. And there's some kind of sad news. There's some kind of sad news around this person. And your response may genuinely be to cry for them And it's going to catch you completely off guard. Because, like, I swear there's a part of you that is just absolutely certain you know how you feel about this person. And that's not the part you're reacting to. Remember, like, hardly anybody stays in a relationship that is just dreadful. Like, it's nonstop 24/7. Oh my God, this is a horror show. Usually, even if it contains this type of emotional abuse, because it can be an emotional abuser, the reason people stay is that the good times are very good. People can have a tremendous duality within them. And that's kind of what I've got, is that the part of you that reacts with sympathy and compassion is you have in a healing journey focused on the injury and the outrage, and it is your right to do so. But there's a part of you that is still loving and caring that remembers the times that were joyful. And those memories are still valid. And you don't need to abandon all compassion for somebody. Once you're healed, you will find it comes back very easily. Don't view it as a confusing sign. View it as a sign of having reclaimed your former self entirely. That was an interesting one. All right, that was the Spirit Guide Daily for today. If you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to look for my new podcast, Logical Magic, Examining Esoterica. Fate and intuition. It doesn't mean you still love them. It means that your humanity has won out over your trauma.